4 or 5 years ago, Trey hit me up and said there's a spot available, $400 a month. I said, damn, we didn't know what we was gonna do in here, but we didn't know the rent was so cheap. With $200 a month, when him and him, I said, here's an investment, bro. And I think a year and a half later, I got the light. Like we should open up a smoke shop.
Grass is green when I'm standing. I got both feet in. Love making money. What I look like beefing. Defense, 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 defense.
Says Bible faith without work is dead. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta work at it. You feel me? I seen it from top to bottom, you know. He say he was gonna do, I seen him do it from, you know, from we were little young. It ain't just a blind faith, it's like work, you know. They put in the work. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that.
I always thought like somebody, I watched the video what 50 Cent was saying. Where I'm from, bro, we don't have time to be depressed. Straight the fuck up. I didn't have time to, oh, man, my mind, this, that. I got cars to pay, I got house, I got this, that. I ain't got time to be depressed. And I guess life humbled me. Like, the most important thing, bro, is your fucking, it's you, your mental health, your physical health. You know what I mean? Without that, bro, the money ain't worth shit. And that's how I felt. You know what I mean? I was driving a nice car, but my mind wasn't happy. That's what 2025 really taught me, and then that's why this year I was really on my next thing. Really want to help people. You know what I mean? And I didn't seek for help. It was kind of dangerous. I didn't seek for help. I just sat and I guess I wrote it out. Well, I guess I asked God for help. That's the person you can ask for. But I didn't believe in showing. It was a good question you asked me. You never see my feelings.
Yeah.
I never was good at showing like
emotions.
I just suck it up and do it, bro. It is what it is, bro. I gotta get through it. You know what I mean? I never like, bro, I don't know how. I never been that tight. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you how he started, right? I'm gonna tell you this is good AK story, right? AK popped up one day, right? This is a true story, bro. We out there with CDs, we DJing. This is at our peak. This is what we got going on. AK called and said, bruh, I bought a blower. A baser was in the hood and he had a blower. I said, what the hell are we gonna do with a blower? He said, you blow up bounce houses with it. I'm like, nigga, we don't have no bounce house. Why you bought a blower? He's like, we're gonna get a bounce house. We're gonna get a bounce house, right? And like he came, he had a blower, just a blower that we bought from a baser. How much the blower cost?
$5.
$5 for a blower. Somebody got robbed from a blower, and we're gonna buy you a new blower.
I'm trying to track that blower down now.
That we need to keep finding the blower.
Man,
So
somebody that's a blue and yellow blower, anybody.
AK, the baser sold AK a blower for $5, right? And he say, with this blower, we're gonna buy a bounce house. And he bought a bounce house for that blower. Then he bought another bounce house that came with a blower, and then he bought another bounce house with 2 more blowers, and then that first blower stopped working, then he bought another blower, then he bought 5 blowers and 5 additional bounce houses, and he grew that blower that he bought for $5 and turned that blower into a multi-million-dollar company.
It's my smoke shop, y'all. Take y'all a little tour we got going on right here. It's like 2.5 years in the making. So this is the real definition of not giving up, just knowing a bigger vision. This is what this was. A lot of obstacles, stuff happened, but we kept it going, and we actually about to finally open next week. Next week, dog. Finally about to really open. It's a pleasure. This is my longest business that ever took me to open. It took so long. So long, bro. Yeah, man, this is one of the hardest things I had to accomplish, bro. But we did it. This was just getting the tobacco license and CBD license, and they was giving us a lot of headache, bro. When I mean a lot of headache, bro, but we actually made it, bro. 2 years fighting back and forth around paperwork or this and that. When we finally had the paperwork, the building was condemned. Like, what? How the building condemned, but people live upstairs? So it was just giving us a lot of ups and downs. Like we should have quit, but we didn't. And it's here. It's finally about to get opened up next week. And we're gonna ride it out and see why we went through what we went through. You know what I mean? So I envision it to be in every city. That's what my goal was 3 years ago, to have a smoke shop in every city, have a smoke city, and it's finally coming true, bro. You know what I mean? It's finally coming true. The vision is to actually have our own vapes, our own cigars, our own name brand. So this is like the hub, like the start. That's a whole different license that they're asking for. So we just gonna go ahead and get open and then work on that license. And I think what they saying was the stuff that we're telling them, nobody ever comes asking that. I think she meant probably African American. The stuff that y'all saying, like she ain't had no answer for it. Like, y'all wanna like you see them, like that's their vapes, like that's what you wanted. So they was like, no, we gotta get licensed. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. But that's in the process, bro. So this is our smoke shop, man. This is our smoke shop, and this would be a part of the community. You know what I mean? And then and really, open up more and give people jobs and opportunities. And I think this one's gonna be actually special, bro. It took forever to open, but I think once we open, that's gonna be the reason why it took so long. So I feel like great stuff coming. You see the lights, you see the TVs coming from the sky. So everything we do had a little vision for it. So we're gonna have flyers, advertisement over here. Just because you in the hood doesn't mean you gotta make something real nice. You know what I mean? So a lot of people saying we overdoing it. Just open up the doors and this is that and our motto is no. Everything we do, we're gonna make it nice. We're gonna make it somewhere that we would like people to come and say, "Damn, this is real nice," So that is it, man. Welcome to Smoke City, 4P772.
No, but I saw the potential.
And you've seen him at his best, like, and he's still continuing to reach higher levels even now. But talk about some of those trials and tribulations that he's went through and seeing how he's overcame those.
Oh man, I remember as a young dude, because I had a homeboy that was a bails bondman. I remember him calling me. He was like, "Man, your little homie in jail again." My little homie in jail again. I never will forget. It was a true story. It was the growth. It was him on his way up. Like life was great for him. Not where it is now, but he was transitioning from that dude to this dude, and it was that middle area. And earlier I talked about like circles, and I remember putting my arm around his neck and like reminding him like, "Hey, you're not that same dude from yesterday. You're not the same person from yesterday, And with growth come change, changing, what you eat, changing how you dress, and changing where you be."
We come from the hood. We come from nothing. You know what I mean? To there's different ways to make it out, and we literally going to show you that. There's different avenues, different platforms, and getting with the right circle, with the right people, and we could actually we could conquer out here, man. We could start buying all this land and start moving the soil, man. So this is what the documentary is really about. Inspiration out here, man. Different ways to get it, and we're gonna show you there's different ways to get it on how we move, man. So let's go, baby.